What is going on, everybody? Today we're looking at the Hasbro Marvel Legends Venom Space Knight 2-pack where we have Mania and Venom the Space Knight. So this is pretty cool, getting Venom in his Space Knight form, where this is the Flash Thompson version of Venom. Then we get a character from a storyline of Mania, so that's going to be pretty cool as well. So pretty cool looking 2-pack. If we spin around, we can see the characters and then what the accessories they're going to come with. Not many, really. The Venom's the only one that really comes with anything, but look pretty cool. And of course there's a picture of them from the comics. So not a whole lot going on with this 2-pack, but I think both characters look really cool with the alternate versions of the Venom symbiote here, so I'm excited to check them out. So let me get them out of the box and we'll take a look at them together. So here we have Mania, whose real name is Annie Benton, and she was a punk teenager of West Philadelphia High School, where Flash Thompson started working as an assistant coach, as well as living in the same apartment building. But while skipping gym class one day, she saw Flash use his symbiotic arm to throw a ball at a bully, and realized that he was Venom. And when Andy was attacked by Jack-O-Lantern, to protect her, Flash used a portion of the symbiote, but it ended up bonding to her, causing her to become Mania. So with the Venom symbiote, she has supreme strength, durability, speed, and reflexes, as well as a healing factor, wall crawling, and matter generation and manipulation. So pretty much the same powers as normal Venom, but she looks pretty cool here. So we have the smaller body, so it is the female body, so it's going to be a much smaller form, but looks pretty cool. You know, has a lot of the same looking design of like our symbiote Spider-Man, just covered all black from head to toe. But since she is a punker, she has some punk influence going in here. So first you really notice it with her hair. So like instead of just normal flat head, I like how she has like a hair design, almost like a little thing coming off the side, a little flat piece, or like I said, could be her hair, and then spiked up hair on this backside here. So that looks really cool, just having those spikes. And then I like the little different design to eyes. Of course, it's like the more modern Venomized, where there's a little point down below and a curl up top. So I like that design being influenced, you know, takes from Venom and puts it onto her. Again, spreading that influence like it took from Spider-Man, the spider on the chest, and put that on Venom. So it's taking the eyes of Venom and putting it on her. So that's pretty cool. Again, that white spider there that goes all the way around. And then she has the punk design. So she has the studded belt around her waist. And then I love how she has these gauntlet pieces that have this purple color on them. I think that's pretty cool. I wish the purple stood out a little bit more, but it's still pretty cool. That nice metallic color. And again, has like some bracelets around on her that have the spikes as well. So that's pretty cool with the clawed hands. And then bare legs go down to the boots, where she does have the knee-high boot coverings that again have the purple like spikiness all over them, and the big clunky like punk boots there as well. So that is pretty fun. So she looks pretty nice overall. And this is a newer body, so it's going to have the double pinless joints. But for movements, the head will twist all the way around. Can look down that far and up that far, so that hinge works out pretty well. Then we get the shoulders that come up to over 90 there and rotates all the way around. We get a bicep twist and the double elbow joint that can bend up that far, so pretty much all the way up on herself, with the wrist that'll twist all the way around and hinge back and forth. Then we go to the ab crunch just under the chest there, so she can crunch back and forth, just very little, but a little back and forth, and twist all the way around. Then we get to the hips that can come up to 90 and out to the side, thigh twist all the way around. The double knee joint that can bend up that far to the back, not bad, with the foot that'll flex back and forth and twist side to side. So not bad movements at all. She is, of course, a little spiky and pokey when trying to move her around, so just got to be careful with that, but overall she works out pretty decent. Now, unfortunately, as you saw in the back of the box, she doesn't come with any accessory, so we don't really get anything for her. Not that I really care for too much, like usually, you know, switching out some hands, but she does have the claw hands, which I always like for the Venom characters, so she's already got that, but it'd be cool if she had just some additional hands of some sort. But I think overall she looks pretty cool there. I like this design a lot, and I think it's awesome to get this new character of Mania. And then, of course, we have Venom in the Space Knight form, which, as I mentioned, this is Flash Thompson. And when Flash returned home from the Iraq War after losing both his legs, he was enlisted to be part of Project Rebirth 2.0, where he was bonded with the US government's newly acquired symbiote, which allowed him to reproduce his legs and gain powers similar to Spider-Man as Agent Venom. He would then be placed on the Guardians of the Galaxy team as an envoy to the Avengers, but through his time with the Guardians, he would eventually end up traveling space alone as the Agent of Chaos, with duty to respond to the voice of the cosmos and defend those who need help. So very similar to a Guardians of the Galaxy. So I don't know really why he's separated, just to pretty much do their same tasks. But of course, in this form, he has the Venom symbiote, which gives him supreme strength, speed, durability, and reflexes, as well as wall crawling, healing factor, spider sense, shape shifting, along with matter generation and manipulation. So he looks pretty cool. Of course, we have had this figure before, so it's just an upgraded, although nothing's really upgraded. I guess it's just a repaint because they didn't change anything about the body and it looks relatively the same. So I guess this is just to get it out there if people have missed it before, but we already have it, and I'll show you that comparison. But overall, I think he looks pretty cool. It's a weird, different design, especially with the face, you know, how it kind of looks all armored up and everything, which I don't know if that's specifically the form for the the space Venom because, you know, being out in space, he has to be covered up there. But I do like having the little tiny eyes. It's just weird how normally, you know, Venom has the big white eyes, and now he's got these little tiny like yellowish color eyes in there. It just looks really weird. And then the head coming to the point there for the chin. So just a pretty weird design. And of course, with that additional head, it looks weird as well. But I like the body overall. You know, it looks very Venomish. Of course, still is all black and white. It has the white spider on the chest with all the legs coming out. But I love how it goes over into the armor. Of course, we saw this with Agent Venom. He has like the armored outfit on. But here we have like the Guardians of the Galaxy logo. So he's got the blue logos there on his shoulder, which is pretty cool. And then I like the white design. So he's got these white like line sections and stuff there up on his shoulders. The sections there on his hands like normal Venom has. I just like this shape more. And then of course the white of the palms there and white going on their arms. So he just has all these neat little designs that normal Venom doesn't have. So it just adds details, and it comes back on his legs as well. That goes down into the shoes, which kind of gives it a look like he's wearing almost like athletic shoes or something. But he also has like knee pad looking designs there on his knees. So he definitely looks weird, but I do like this design. But for his movements, his head will twist all the way around. Can look down that far and up that far. So again, another hinge that the head helps get really good movement. We go to the shoulders, which if you force this one down a little, you can get it up to 90 there. You just got to get over that little hump there on the shoulder. Can get up to 90 and rotate around. We get a bicep twist and the single elbow joint that can bend to 90 there. No rotation in it or anything, just bends. So not a joint we see too often. And the wrist will twist all the way around and hinge back and forth. Then we go to the ab crunch, so we have the cutout right in here, so he can crunch forward and crunch back. Of course, there's some popping in there, crunching back and forth, and twist all the way around at the waist. The hips can come up to 90 and out to the side. Thigh twist all the way around. The double knee joint, which I feel on him is a little bit stiff, but can bend up that far to the back. And then we get the foot that'll rock back and forth. Now this foot's like really stuck for some reason, so I'll just do this foot, but it can rock back and forth and twist side to side. So of course it's a big brutish body, so not the best movements ever, and this is an older body, so it does have all pin joints and stuff, so nothing really new or out of the ordinary there. Again, I don't really know why they did this, except just to get it out on the market again. And then we do get some extra new accessories. But before that, let's go ahead and compare. So here is the older version. So again, you won't really see much difference between the two. Like I was trying to see if they like updated anything. Still has the Guardians logo in pretty much the same color. It looks like the blues maybe changed a little bit. But yeah, it looks like all the same designs are there, so it's probably just an exact reuse of this same figure, and everything about it looks pretty much exactly the same. I don't really see any difference between the two, so it just seems like a complete remake. But we do get the accessories with this one. So first we do get an additional head, which was on the box and looks really creepy. So it has this mouth with all the teeth there, which like I said, looks really weird and creepy. And since this is a different figure, let's go and switch the head out just to have this one. So there's that head, and again, that looks so creepy just with the mouth. I think it's like the pinkish purple color around the mouth that sort of adds a little bit to the weirdness, but at least it gives us an additional head, so it can add some variation between that old one. And then we do get some extra little arm accessories. I don't really know if any of them go certain places, but we do have some like the Venom symbiote coming out as like a weapon. So we have these like long claw things that you just sort of grip onto the hands there. So we have this long blade and then a little bit smaller one with a like sharper point design and serration and stuff there. So those are cool. So let's clip these on his hand. So there are those effects coming off of his hands. I think they're a little bit too big and clunky and don't seem very natural. I wish they would sort of conform more around his hand instead of just sitting on top of him. So I feel that could be improved a little bit more, but they do just clip around his wrist, so it's not that hard to really get on him or anything. So I think it's cool he comes with it. Again, just adds more accessories to this older figure we already have. So it's not the best figure ever, but I think it's pretty cool, and I like the additional new accessories to go along with him. Well, there we have our two characters from this pack of Mania and Space Knight Venom. Both are really cool. I really like the Mania. It's awesome. Of course, she's a more obscure character, and it seems she wasn't in this form very long, but it's still cool to have her. I think she looks awesome, especially with that symbiote outfit. And then getting a newer version of the Venom Space Knight, like I said, pretty much the exact same figure, just the new head and the accessories that go along with them. But I think both are pretty cool. Obviously, you can see just how big the Venom is compared to Mania, or how small she is, I guess you could say. But I do have them both sort of posed up a little, so they're both not going to show off really their true heights. But I'm sure you can see that there is a big size difference between the two. So let me know what you thought of these two figures down in the comments, and if you enjoyed this review, let me know with a thumbs up. But I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in the next review.